First of all, we'd like to take a moment of silence for Mr. William Lafourche, who passed away today. He was a member of the Chain Gang for decades. Plenty memories of seeing him across the field. And we just want to honor him tonight, and our prayers go out to his family. And as soon as we do that, then I want you to just remain standing, and we're going to pray. Ms. Bella Bruce, a member of South Lafourche High School Tarpons for Christ, will lead us in prayer over both teams, our students, fans, and communities tonight.
Father God, thank you for this beautiful night. Grant us wisdom, strength, and safety as we play this evening. Let your light shine through each and every one of us. Let us be a vessel of your love and grace. Keep us humble in knowing all of our strength comes from knowing you. Thank you, Lord, for our veterans and all those who are currently serving for their strength and courage to defend our country in which we love. Let us remain content in you, O Lord, for whatever may be the outcome of tonight is all in your hands. Let us lead with good sportsmanship and a healthy high-U rivalry. We thank you for this privilege tonight. Amen.
Amen.
Please remain standing as we honor our American flag. The colors tonight are presented by the South Lafourche JROTC Tarpon Battalion Color Guard under the direction of Cadet Caleb Diaz, accompanied by Cadet Jared Pike, Cadet Bobby Lewis, Cadet Terrio. Our national anthem will be performed by the Pride of South Lafourche Marching Tarpon Band, led by Director Randy Chasson. Sing it proud and let's sing it loud.
Absolutely beautiful. One of the best songs in the world. And we are ready to rock and roll. We'll get our coin toss brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. And then we're rocking and rolling here from the tank.
Truck, can you hear us down there?
I don't think he's got a headset. Do you have any intel on who the white hat is tonight?
I think it's the same one we had.
Okay.
For week 1.
Tarpon captains, number 7, Jaden Lee, number 12, Joao Arujo, number 44, Tucker Dantin. Just shout out some numbers for the Trojans, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. 25.
Hunter Ross.
17.
Jaden Broussard.
80.
80 is Bane Vincent.
4.
4 is Tyreek Cooper.
Number 44, Tucker Dantin. Number 12, Joao Arujo.
Tarpons are in their home blue with the white pants. Trojans in the all white with the gold and green trim. And let's go down to truck for our coin toss, brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company.
Number 17, Jaden Broussard. And number 80, Bane Vincent.
So I had a feeling that no matter what, South Lafourche would be getting the ball because I had a feeling if they won the toss, they would receive, and I had a feeling Central would defer. And that's exactly the case. The Tarpons will be getting the football first, hoping to repeat what they did last week when they went straight down the field and scored a touchdown. I got the same message that you're laughing at right now. Some people's children.
Yeah.
Trojans will be kicking it away, and they'll be kicking it away to a loaded slate of fish that are hungry to make a house call in the early stages. They'll be kicking from left and right, or left to right.
You know, you defer because a lot of times.
Trojans beat them last year. What about this year? Let's roll. It's going to be fair caught at the 25-yard line by number 3, Brock Ogel, and the Tarpons will take over at the 26.
Yeah, good job by the Tarpons. That high kick, you want to make sure you field it cleanly. He did. Good job by Brock.
Mack will be leading his guys out to the field with that big old Tarpon offensive line. That's going to be looking to do some damage this week, just like they did last week. Meathead ran for 170 yards last week. He'll be looking to have a repeat performance tonight. And you could just see the size advantage that the Tarpons are going to have. The Trojans do not have big down linemen, but Victor Ellison, number 7, who has not played since the scrimmage, is out there on this first snap of the game. Empty formation, ball in the right hash, Mack. Petrie in the slot was unguarded. Now they've got a man on him. Play clock down to 3. Mack shoot it down the seam. Caught by Jarvis. Right out of the gate. A 20-plus yard pitch and catch. Tarpon first down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, look, they're being very aggressive with Petrie on the line of scrimmage. Good job by Jarvis and nice protection from the line.
We mentioned it on play-by-play. It's a pick your poison. Yeah, you could double Terrence. You could jam him, but you got other guys to worry about. And Terrence hit him there. 1st and 10. They give it to Dardar.
Oh,
Mason's going to wrap him up and sling him down.
they had a hole, but Ellison came from the backside to make the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Tarpons right smack dab in the middle of the field here. Mack gives it to Dardar, breaks through the line. This time driving, lowering his shoulder across midfield, across the 40. Golden Motors first down to the 39-yard line. He gained about 13.
Nice job by Dardar hitting the hole really quick and had some powerful legs to finish off that run.
10:40 and counting in the opening quarter. Tarpons in plus territory. Ball right in the middle of the field. Got him 3-5. Offsides with the hard count.
And that's what you have to do against this defense. You're going to have to go on different counts. That was a good job there by the Tarpons staying disciplined on the front to pick up the 5 yards.
1st and 5 coming up. Ball slightly on the left hash. Tarpons have Hughes and Jarvis that way. Terrence and Ogel flopped out left. This will be a tunnel screen to Dre. Catches it sliding on the turf, and that'll be a loss of yardage at the 35. A little low. Dre had to go to the carpet to bring that one in.
Yeah, and look, you got to give the Trojans credit on that play. It was well played on the perimeter.
So 2nd and 6, ball at the 35. 10 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Trips to the left side of the formation. Petrie in the slot. Mack will throw it out there to Terrence. Going to get some blockers. He can. He's going to break a tackle. Look at him go. He's going to still try to fight near the 30. Gets to the 31. It'll be 3rd and short.
Good job by Terrence. There was really nothing on that play. Broke a couple of tackles to pick up, 2?
Yep, got a handful. Bring up 3rd and about 3. Tarpon's at the 32. Got to get to the 29. Play clock is fixed today. It was not operating last Friday. It is fixed today. 15 on the play clock. Mack will hand it to Dardar. He's got a first down and more. Driving, lowering his shoulder. Golden Motors first down to the 22-yard line. Really big hole from that offensive line there, blowing them up.
Yeah, that's just fairly simple. We're going right at you. They're going right at the Trojan defense.
Inside of 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. South Lafourche trying to do exactly what they did last week, which is get the ball first, go straight down the field and score. First and 10. Dardar will get another carry, another nice gain. He'll fall across the 20. Gain of about 4 or 5, and then the Tarpons are in the Joe Septic red zone for the first time tonight. Paint the town red, one porta potty at a time. Gain of about 6 that time for Dardar.
Great job by the offensive line on the left side. Huge holes. It's Kale up there. Sawyer Wells.
Well, Brian, just look at the size mismatch. I mean, those Trojan defensive linemen are giving up 40, 50 pounds.
Darius Allen.
2nd and 4, strong side of the field to the right side of the formation. They Mack will keep it, and he'll slide down. If he would have dove head first and not slid, he would have got the first down. Instead, he's going to be about a yard short because they mark you down where you start the slide. So he lost a little yardage there. But it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Mack, they can remember that play a little bit later in the game where Mack just keep running it.
Haven Green will check into the game as the Tarpons go to more of a heavy set. South Lafourche in their last drive of the Pearl River game possessed the ball for 5 minutes and 58 seconds. They have possessed it for now close to 5 minutes here. 3rd and 1. They give it to Baby J up the middle, and he's got a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for South Lafourche.
First down!
Baby J would be Mr. Landon Jarvis. I know people will be in the comments asking if I don't clarify. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Tarps.
Great job, the Tarpons right here. They are moving that line of scrimmage, getting a good push up front. The backs are hitting the holes extremely hard.
1st and 10. Ball just inside the 10. Smack dab in the middle of the field. Terrence Petrie in the slot to the left. Dre Hughes flanked out to the right. Inside handoff to Dardar, lowering his shoulder. Carrying guys into the end zone. Meathead with a Tarpon touchdown. 9 yards. It's 6-0.
Bulldozer.
He got hit at the 2, and he said no mas. Drug the defense into the end zone. Big boy run. Tarpons are in a swinging gate. They are going to go for 2. Meathead will keep it up the middle. There's a flag. It's going to be an illegal formation. Tarpons get the 2, but it was an illegal formation. Now the extra point will be that much more difficult. Or the 2-point conversion try will be that much more difficult. And that one really burns you because they had converted.
Yes.
Meathead got in. It would have been 8-0. Now Serrano will come in and will have to attempt a longer extra point.
Serrano back to punt. To take the extra point.
It'd be about a 25-yard field goal. The leg won't be the issue here, folks. He can make this. Just got to get the snap and hold there. Kick is up, and he nailed it right down the middle. So the penalty doesn't hurt the Tarpons. It's 7-0. The Trojans will have their first shot at it when we get back in a minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. The Tarpons go straight down the field and score with ease. And now the Trojans will have their turn. Serrano will kick it away. Trojans have some dangerous characters back there. Serrano's kick is on the sideline. It'll be caught and dropped. Loose ball will be picked up at the 8. He's in a hole and he's down with a flag on the play. Maybe a face mask. So maybe a face mask at the 6-yard line, but special teams error.
There is a flag on the play.
Personal foul, face mask, so instead of the ball being at the 6, it'll be at about the 21. Trojans catch a huge break.
Yeah, that is a big break for Trojans right there. Good kick.
Yeah, really good kick. And now Jeremy Cleveland, number 3, will lead the cavalry out.
Tarpons go 10 plays, 74 yards in 10 plays.
Shotgun set for Cleveland. Has Day in the backfield with him. It'll be a little end around, but they got a big wall. This could be a huge gain. It might be a house call in the first play. 40, 35, 30. Tarpons trying to chase him down. One play, touchdown. Number 6, Jordan Mason. Tarpons got burnt. And it is 7-6, ending the drive.
Good design by the Trojans, called the Tarpons not ready.
Yep. Extra point try will be up and away. It'll be plays on the hold. Snap is a little low, but it gets down. Kick is right down the middle, and just like that, we're 7-7. One play drive. And we're tied at 7 apiece. The Tarpons will have their turn to try to answer when we get back in 60 seconds here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. George Hurley will kick it away after the Trojans go all the way down the field, 79 yards on the end around. A little pop kick will be fair caught at the 30-yard line. The Tarpons will take over there. I think Coach Vedros has watched South Lafourche special teams this year.
Yeah, wise man not kicking it deep.
They want no part of Dre Hughes and Terrence and Jarvis and those boys back there. But now the question becomes, can the Trojan defense that has played 10 plays to the offense's 1 hold up right here?
Yeah.
First and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. In a 7-7 ball game. Tarpons in the gun, strong side of the field to the right side of the formation. Inside handoff to Dardar. Lower his shoulder, they're pushing him far. My goodness, the kid's just a mule. Got about 8 yards on the run. South Lafourche does not have to run a play here. They could take it to the heat and hydration timeout. But it looks like they want to maybe try to line up and run one. 2nd and 3. They'll try with a hard count. They don't flinch, and that'll bring us to the hydration timeout. So let's take it with them. It is 7-7. 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Get ready for next level performance. Terrebonne General Performance Training Center is now open at our all-new expanded location. Our highly qualified staff, certified in strength and conditioning, is backed by the healthcare experts at Terrebonne General Health System. This collaborative program provides the perfect tools needed to reach and exceed your fitness goals. To learn more about taking your fitness to the next level, visit the Terrebonne General Performance Training Center at tghealthsystem.com.
Second and 3. Mack will shoot it down the seam, and it's overthrown, intended for Petrie. So bring up a 3rd down and 3. Good coverage there on Terrence. Trojans had number 17 in coverage, Jaden Broussard, and also number 26, Zacorian Smith.
Yeah, a good try by the Tarpons there, coming out of the timeout, trying to get a quick one.
Bring up 3rd and about 2.5, 3 yards. Got to get to the 40. Say 2.5. No, it's a full 3 yards. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Strong side of the field to the left, ball on the right hash. It will be a throw right down the middle to Jarvis. Jarvis backs up a little and then finally gets the first down. Short BJ was holding his breath there. Jarvis caught it, had the first down, reversed his field, then went back up the field and got the first down.
Yeah, he had enough cushion that allowed him to do that, to pick up the first down.
4-yard pitch and catch on 3rd and 3, and it moves the chains. Golden Motors first down. Last kickoff was brought to you by PMC Insurance. Philly C. Chabert and the crew. Hughes in motion will get a sweep, trying to get to the outside, looking to turn the corner, and he's stacked up and dropped. Tackle for a loss there. 14, Jaden Thomas on the stop.
Loss of 4.
So the Tarpons getting a little more resistance on this drive than they did the last drive. We'll see if the Trojans could get off the field. Be 2nd and 14. Strong side of the field is to the right side of the formation. Tarpons have trips that way. Jarvis is in motion. Mack will play action, get it to Jarvis. Jarvis working up the field, making a man miss. He gets across the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to end up being 3rd and 9. Gain of about 5.
Good blocking downfield by the Tarpon receivers. Jarvis was dancing too much in the backfield, looking for that hole, that little seam that never came.
So big play here. The Tarpons scored their first drive. The Trojans scored in one play. Now 3rd and 10. Tarpons got to get to the Trojan 49-yard line. Mack gets the snap, shoots it down the seam to Jarvis. Big gain, 35-30. Tripped up at the 26-yard line. Move the chains. Golden Motors first down. Big pitch and catch to Baby J.
Jarvis asked him to come out.
First down.
And I don't think his request is being granted. I think he's okay. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10. Tarpons convert a 3rd and 10. How many 3rd and longs has this team converted? They converted a 3rd and 18 last week with the game on the line. Play clock down to 6. Inside handoff to Dardar, breaking through the line, lowering his shoulder, falls into the Joe Septic red zone at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of about 5.
Second and 5.
One of the keys was control the line of scrimmage. The Tarpons are doing that.
Check.
Violent false. On the tackle.
Second and 5, ball at the 19-yard line, 3:18 and counting in the opening quarter. Mack waiting on the shotgun snap. Another inside handoff. Meathead doesn't get much that time. He gained about a yard or so. Better job by the middle of the Trojan defense. Ross on the tackle, 25. It'll be third and about 4 with 2 plays to get it. With a lot of attention on Terrence Petrie tonight, Jarvis has been getting the lion's share of the tosses. Let's see if he could get one here.
One-on-one coverage at the top.
Now they're closing up the formation. Mack will hand it to Dardar. He drives. I don't know if he's got it. It'll be very short, very close rather. It'll be 4th and 1 at about the 15. So 4th down and 1 at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Haven Green will check in. That's usually when the Tarpons go with a little bit of a heavier alignment. Could we see a tush push maybe?
Out the gun.
Still in the gun. Maybe a hard count. They try it, and they got it for free. That'll be a Golden Motors first down via penalty, and that is going to drive Coach Pedros insane. Hunter Ross is the guy who jumped into the neutral zone, and the Tarpons will now have it at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Still that heavy look with Jarvis and Meathead in the backfield. Mack flushed out. Shoots it to the corner of the end zone and basically just threw that one away. There was some confusion there. Terrence wasn't running at the snap. He was looking at the sideline. The ball was being snapped.
Good decision by Mack, not forcing it.
So 1:31 to go in the opening quarter, 7-7. But the Tarpons are driving in the Joe Septic red zone. Hughes on the right side of the formation. Ball's on the right hash. 2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Dardar. Lowers his shoulder, and he's tripped up at about the 2. So he gets a nice gain. That big offensive line surging forward, 37. Lee made a touchdown-saving tackle. The ball's right at the 3-yard line.
Tackle made by Ellison.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. Terrebonne leads St. James 7-0 out there in Houma. 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. Man in motion is Petrie. Inside handoff to Dardar. He's in. No doubt about it. Tarpons bullying him up front. It's 13-7. Landon Dardar on the touchdown. See if the Tarpons try to steal a point here with that swinging gate. They scored it the last time, but had a illegal formation penalty. How many plays was that one?
12.
So 22 plays to 1 right now. All that matters is 13-7, but 22 plays to 1. That's going to start stacking up on that Trojan defense before long. Serrano will be kicking the extra point. Snap is there, kick is up, and it's right down the middle. And the Tarpons add a point to their lead. It's 14-7. 56 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Can the Tarpon defense stiffen up? We'll find out in 1 minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
"90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on Rev. 90 years of building connections.
We kick it away, and the Tarpons will be trying to play a little defense after this kick return, which is working up the field. Well, they might not be playing defense. At midfield, cutting inside, the Tarpons are going to stack them up at the 37-yard line. Number 21, Drew Washington on the return. And we're seeing the Trojans' explosiveness. 2 touches. One went 79 yards. That one went from the 20 to about the 36.
That's Dewey on the tackle.
Now can the Tarpon defense, with their backs against the wall, maybe make a little something happen?
We got a group listening in from Valdez, Alaska.
Wow, Alaska. Trojans in a pistol. Strong side of the field to the right. The officials let the center know, hey, don't snap it yet. We haven't even blown it live yet. Cleveland waiting on the snap. He'll keep it on the outside. Now cutting back in, has a nice gain on first down. Still pushing. Goodness, he's got a first down. Got 12. Thought he was going to get maybe 5 or 6.
That was just a good run. I mean, the Tarpons were there for a minimal gain. Wyatt Gaspar checks out. Sawyer Wells in the game.
Sawyer checking in. Could be the last play of the first quarter, perhaps. Inside handoff to Dave, bouncing outside, 20, 15, 10. Going to be running out of bounds at the 8. And the Trojans are doing exactly what the Tarpons are doing on the offensive side, and that's carving them up.
That'll be a Trojan first down.
So it'll be first and goal at the 10, or about the 9.5. 13 seconds to go.
George is checking in.
Low snap, and it's going to be a false start. So false start on the Trojans. We'll make it first and goal from about the 14.
False start against the Trojans.
And, okay, Cleveland's just tying his shoe. I saw him go down to a knee. I was holding my breath for Coach Pop, but he's just tying his shoe. First and goal. Could be the last play of the quarter. We've said that a couple times. Big explosive plays have prolonged the quarter. Pistol set. Dave flanks out. Cleveland will keep it on a draw. He's going to cut up the field, get leveled. His helmet comes off. And he'll be dropped at the 8. And that'll bring us to the end of the quarter. And the Trojans are going to have to use another quarterback for this second and goal play when we get back in 1 minute. Into the first quarter is 14-7. South Lafourche over Central, but Central's driving. What are they going to do under center on this second and goal? We'll find out in a minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Second and goal when play resumes here. We're still changing sides. Cleveland is out of the game for this snap, but his helmet came off. Tyreek Cooper will be the quarterback. Remember, he was the quarterback last year when South Lafourche played these guys. Day will be in the backfield with him. Trojans will be in a pistol. Cooper directing traffic, saying get wide. That usually means it's a run formation. There's the snap. They give it to Day. The Tarpons stack it up, a very minimal gain. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Tarpons can get a stop here. That would be huge.
You just think, and I don't know for sure what Coach Pop is thinking. I watched my defense play 24 plays. I'm not trusting I could get a stop here. I'm thinking I have to score a touchdown on this drive. 3rd and goal, Cleveland back in the game.
RPO, look for something to go wide right here.
Day in the backfield with him. It is an option. He cuts inside, and he dives for the pylon, and he's in. Or dives for the goal line, rather, and he's in. That's a great player making a great play, and it's 14-13.
7-yard run, I guess.
With 11:15 to go in the opening half.
See, that was one of the keys. Force him to pitch the ball right there. Cleveland did a good job of tucking it and running.
Extra point will be attempted by Hurley. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. And he missed it. Wow, I thought he nailed it. He must have just missed it by a smidge. That's huge. Circle that right there. 11:15 to go. We got to be ahead, right, Brian? We've taken so many. Let's go ahead and keep it here and talk about what we're seeing. Trojans getting more large gaining plays. Tarpons having more time of possession. Scores 14-13. Who do you think's got the edge right now?
Tarpons.
Think he maybe wear him down?
Yeah, I think it was 5 plays, 35 yards.
Now, much like St. Edmund in this very stadium many moons ago, if the Tarpons go down the field and score here, do you try to go up multiple scores and go up 9?
Yes.
Knowing the way you're running the football right now, I tend to agree with you. Hurley will kick it away. Right to left now. He's been doing pop kicks. And we see another. It'll be fair caught at the 30-yard line.
Pretty consistent. He's kicking it to the 30.
Right to the 30. Right to the 30. That was fair caught by number 24 of South Lafourche, Leo Richardell. So the Tarpon offense now going back to work in a 14-13 ball game. Tarpons have gone 70 the first couple drives. Been a lot of meathead. Some Baby J. 1st and 10. Strong side of the field to the right side of the formation. Mack will look to throw. Under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, has room to run. He'll shoot it down the field. Caught. There's Terrence. That's a Golden Motors first down. There's a flag on the play at the 23. And it is in the area that the home team will not like. And it is holding. It's coming back.
Holding against the Tarpons.
They'll move the flag from the 23 to the 25, which will make it a little less painful for South Lafourche. But it will be 1st and 20. And you just get the feeling tonight, as it will be 1st and 20, they walk it back. Things like that, things like missed extra points, things like these little magnified things are going to be the difference on a night where the defenses seem to be outclassed.
It all adds up.
1st and 20, Mack. Shoots it down the middle, has Jarvis wide open. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Ain't catching him. No chance. Baby J to the house. 80 yards. No flags. Landon Jarvis taking it to the house. The Tarpons bringing the extra point team out. We've seen an 84-yard touchdown. We've seen an 80-yard touchdown. The Tarpons will close the gate. Serrano will attempt the extra point.
Sereno to take the extra point.
Snap is there. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Tarpons go up by 8, 21-13. We will take the 1-minute break this time. Scoreboard operator, you got your hands full. Not much defense tonight. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. Serrano's kick is a pop kick that Shankton's going to be caught by the Tarpons, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. South Lafourche is going to steal a possession. I don't know what Central Lafourche was doing. Everybody was going back. The ball crossed 10 yards, and the Tarpons almost just caught it outright. We're waiting on the official signal. I don't know how this wouldn't be Tarpon football. The Tarpon offense is on the field.
They should.
The Trojan upbacks were going back. The ball landed. South Lafourche picked it up. The kick certainly went beyond 10 yards. And it is kick catch interference on South Lafourche. Are you kidding me? There was not a Trojan return man anywhere near where that ball landed. That is bad. Kick catch interference is the call. The Trojans have great field position, but I don't. There was not a Trojan near where the ball landed. Everyone was going backwards.
They have a rule where you can't come down and hit a player. I don't, unless it was away from where the ball was at.
BJ's not happy. He has every right to not be happy. This is not a good call. We'll go back and watch this on film. There was not a return man near where the ball landed. Trojans just catch a huge break. And it'll be their ball, 1st and 10 from the 41. Cleveland with Day in the pistol. Cleveland drops back, has time, flushed out, looking to run, now shoots it deep down the field, incomplete. Had a receiver open. Tyreek Cooper off of the hands, incomplete.
That would have been a remarkable catch.
Yep.
Good job by the defensive front, putting pressure on Cleveland, making them roll out.
Second and 10 coming up. 10:47 to go in the opening half. It's a snap. Handoff bouncing outside. Tarpons are going to swarm. And it's Crandall on the rush. Picked up about 5 or 6.
Trojans got away with a late push.
They got away with a little bit this drive. Getting away with an extra possession.
Injury on the field.
Be 3rd and 5. Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. It looks like it's 17. Elliott Jeremy down. Looks like a cramp. A big 3rd down coming up. Third down and 5.
Understand we may be having some buffering.
Yeah, and I see that. Dude.
How it is on your side.
Clear as a crystal, but I see people saying, saying for us to fix, what are we supposed to do? Fix the air? There's nothing we can do, folks. We're trying our best. It's 47. I said 17. My apologies. It was not Elliott Jeremy. It was 47. Ryder Bruce. 3rd and 5. Ball on the right hash. Strong side of the field to the left.
All right,
Third down here.
3rd down. Let's make some noise for this defense.
Cleveland will be in the gun. They have been running Crandall and Day. That looks like Crandall there this time. There's the snap. Cleveland looking to throw. He's being spied. Shoots it down to the sideline. Got a man. If he's in bounds, it's a 1st down, and he's in bounds. Caught by number 6, Jordan Mason. Really good play by Cleveland. That was a high-level throw there. And they are in the red zone at the 20.
Mason on that reception.
Yeah, look, it's too long for the backs to cover these receivers.
Yeah, got to get a little pressure, but you don't want to rush too far up the field because he's going to run. Ended the day off right tackle. The Tarpons stack him up that time. Gain of a yard, maybe.
Good job by the Tarpon defense. Back inside.
Tyrese Edwards is fired up on a minimal gain. Gained a yard. 9:50 and counting in the second.
Tyrese Edwards on that tackle. 2nd and 9.
Strong side of the field to the right. Tell you this, Tarpon defense having a little more resistance this drive, making them work. Cleveland.
1-on-1 at the top.
Little stretch run today, trying to bounce outside. Can he? He's going to be tripped up near the 16-yard line. Tarpon stringing out very well. And it'll be a gain of about 3. Joao Araujo there.
Great job by Araujo coming up, closing in on the ball carrier.
9 minutes and counting. It's 3rd and 6. Crandall now the running back. And, boy, you got to pay attention to everything with Cleveland. We've seen him run, throw. Does a little bit of everything with this offense. Cooper flanked out to the right.
Watch tight end. He's blocking.
Design quarterback run. Cleveland bouncing outside. It'll depend on the spot.
Short.
He did not get it. It'll be 4th down and 1. They marked him out at the 11. He had to get to the 10. So now we got a money down. 4th down and 1.
For the Trojans.
8:15 and counting in the opening half. Mike Woods just got told to go back closer to the sideline. Don't want to get a sideline warning here.
All right, it's 4th down. Let's make some noise.
They are in the gun. Can the Tarpons get a push one time? Timeout by the Trojans.
Timeout, Trojans.
We'll keep it here. We're ahead of schedule. But it gives us an opportunity to thank South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967. PMC Insurance, specializing in home, auto, and much more. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. Terrio Dewey and Terrio, we make insurance easy since 1957. Joe Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. And Maritime Safety Solutions, providing service to the marine industry and a variety of fire safety equipment.
We have the Golden Motors first down. Somebody wants to write a check for a Fun Finder first down.
Come on. Fourth down and one. It is so risky to be in the gun on these plays, but I can't criticize because the Tarpons would be doing the same thing. That's just football today. 4th and 1. Crandall in the backfield. Cleveland flushed out, throws it to the end zone. Tittle caught anyway. Tarpons had a guy there. It is caught. Number 6, Mason, in the touchdown.
Reception made by Mason for the Trojan touchdown.
Mason just got behind the Tarpon defender. Tarpon defender went up to tip the ball to knock it down. He actually tipped it.
Trojans are trying to get the point back right here. They're going for 2. Remember, they missed an extra point earlier. Cleveland with Crandall in a pistol. It's a huge play, man. Cleveland waiting on the snap. They're getting lined up. Play clock down to 4. Cleveland rolls out. They have a man wide open in the end zone, and the Trojans get the point back. That's number 20, Crisoni, and it's 21 apiece. We'll take a 1-minute break. Tarpons try to answer when we get back in 60 seconds on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. $21 apiece. Central Lafourche gets 8 on the possession. 7:53 to go. Hurley will be kicking it away. We have had pop kicks that have been caught exactly at the 30 every time. This one is a little more of a line drive. Caught at the 28 this time by Richardell. And the Tarpons will play a 1st and 10 there.
Leo Richardell on the return.
Big series here.
Terrebonne leading St. James 7-0 in the second quarter.
I believe Hondale was 14-7.
Gonna check on Thibodeau. Thibodeau is leading Assumption 6-0 in the second quarter. We've got all the points here, 21 apiece.
Yes.
$7:53 to go in the half. Meathead in the backfield with Mack. Inside handoff to Meathead. Big hole, dived across the 30 to the 34. It's a gain of about 6.
For a 6-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 4.
Good job. Tarpons up front are dominating that line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down and 4. Lee on the tackle. Really nice play. Another couple snaps, then we'll have the hydration timeout. 2nd and 4. Strong side of the field to the right. Low snap, and that's a good call by the officials. Mac caught the snap with his knee on the ground. He did that in week 1, did not get caught. That time he did. That's a good piece of officiating. And in a game like this, a play like that could be huge. It's now 3rd and 10. That's the 2nd time this season that we saw it, that he didn't get caught by the officials the last time, but he did have a knee on the ground there. Now a huge 3rd and 10. Mac with the snap. Has time. Flushed out. He's going to run, and he's going to get the first down. And boy. BJ Young and the Tarpons pull a rabbit out of their hat again and convert a 3rd and 10. It's a Golden Motors first down. Josh Mack running for 13. It's like 3rd and long doesn't even phase this offense, Brian.
Yeah, the Tarpons almost had a blindside block.
Receiver peeled off at the last second. First and 10. Ball at the 40. Mack hands it to Dardar. Nothing that time. Really good job by 23 of the defense. Gant. And he lost a yard. Lost 2 yards, actually.
Yeah, Gant did a good job coming up, disrupting.
If I'm Coach Young, I'm taking this and using it as a free timeout. You don't have to run a play here. 6:10 and counting. You could take it to the hydration break. They are on the line. They do snap it. Mack shoots it down the middle to Terrence. Turning up the field. Go up the field, buddy. And he gets tripped up at the 43. Not Terrence's best effort there. He did a little dancing and was only able to get 3 or 4 yards. And that will bring us to the hydration break.
But good job by Terrence holding on to that ball.
So we go to the heat and humidity break before a big 3rd down. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. 21-21. The Tarpons will play a 3rd and 8 from their own 43-yard line. Huge play after the hydration break. We've seen throwing. We've seen running. We've seen Mack make plays with his legs. And can we see the Trojans get off the field on a 3rd down? Mack comes with the hard count. They don't bite. Tarpons got to get to the Trojan 49. Mack in the gun. Meathead flanked out. It's a snap. It's a clean pocket. Shoots it down the middle. It's caught by Jarvis. First down and more. Lowers his shoulder to the 43. That's a Golden Motors first down.
First down.
Tell you what, if Mack has that much time, it's going to be tough for Central Lafourche. He had a picnic back there before finding Jarvis on the cross.
Yeah, good job up front, giving them time to throw the football.
Great pass pro. Got a bunch of scoreboard updates. We want to thank Coach Rod and his gang. I'll get them to you. We got a slew of them after this play. 5:42 to go in the half. Mack shoots it down the middle to Jarvis again. Jarvis will dive at the 38-yard line, gain of about 5. Scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. CCA leading Ascension Christian 14-6. Vanderbilt 20, Sulphur 7, South Terrebonne 28, Hanson 0, Hanville 21, E.D. White 7.
Colin False on the tackle.
And I'm told in that game, E.D. White leading 21-7 has 3 touchdowns called back by penalty.
Wait, who's leading?
Hanville leading
yeah.
E.D. White, and they have 3 touchdowns called back by penalty.
Wow.
2nd and 5 here at the 5-minute mark. Ball at the 38. Tarpon's trying to drive in. Inside handoff to Dardar. Gets across the 35. Did not get the first down, but boy, he got really close.
About 3 yards in the play.
And there's an injured Trojan, and I think that's Mason. And, man, that was the concern coming in. You have a kid who has not played since the scrimmage, has not practiced since the scrimmage, and now in the middle of the second quarter, down he goes, and this is a all-district caliber player laying on the turf, folks. I said Mason. I meant to say Ellison. I'm sorry. Yeah, 7, Ellison. My apologies. I looked at the roster wrong. Victor Ellison. He is one of the studs of this Central Lafourche defensive front. Got injured in the scrimmage, has not been able to really give it a go. I was worried about the conditioning tonight. He is giving it a go. He's been pretty good, but he's laying on the turf right now in some pain. This injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional.
Looking at the right leg.
Well, he had a hamstring. That was the injury coming in. I mean, I don't know. Certainly don't want to speculate anything, but he did have an injured hamstring for most of the offseason. We certainly hope that he's okay.
Yep. Sitting up.
That's the best sign of the night so far, that young man, Victor Ellison, is going to walk gingerly off the field.
He is not putting any weight on that right leg.
And look, that's the concern, man. Like, he wanted so badly to give it a go tonight. And I don't know if playing with a ding has anything to do with any of this, but the concern was, could you maybe hurt it worse? We certainly hope that's not the case and he's able to get back out there. But Ellison is injured, and you're right, Brian. He's not putting any weight at all on it. Get back to it. 4:55 to go in the half. It will be 3rd down and 2. The ball at the Trojan 35-yard line.
Watch Tricky Dicky right here.
Yeah. Mac and the Tarps will get out there. I don't know, man. Their big all-district nose just went out. I'm giving it to 21 right here and getting this first down. But you're right. BJ has pulled some rabbits out of his hat before. Shuffling the formation. It is a run to Meathead. He does have the first down and more. And he's dropped at the 26-yard line. Gain of about 9. And it is another Golden Motors first down. Plenty of time in the half, but South Lafourche probably be wise to take their time. You want to score with as little on the clock as possible, because the Trojans get the ball to start the third quarter. Not quite in the Joe Septic red zone. Mack gives it to Dardar. He's hitting near the line, and it just doesn't matter. He drives for 3. There's no way he should have got 3 yards there, Brian, but that's just the type of player he is.
He's so strong. He's getting hit that time. But his momentum is always going forward.
Inside of 4 minutes to go now in the half. 3:53 and counting. Strong side of the field's to the left. Ball in the right hash. Tarpons have a shotgun set. 3 receivers. Mack gets the snap. Looks to the middle. It's caught by Ogell inside the 10. He's dropped at the 7. So Brock Ogell getting into the act on a little slant. And, man, if the Tarpons could develop another weapon.
That was a good route by Ogell.
Clock continuing to run. The next snap could be around the 3-minute mark. It will be 1st and goal. The Tarpons are now in the Joe Septic red zone. First and goal. It's the snap, handoff to Dardar, driving, he's in, no doubt. Just can't stop Dardar tonight. Meathead carries it in from 7, and it's 27-21. Meathead having one of those special kinds of nights. The Tarpons will keep Meathead on the field as they'll have the swinging gate. Nope, this time just a straight extra point. Bo Robert on the hold. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. And the Tarpons add 7 to their lead. But we got a huge possession coming up out of this break with 3:05 to go. Trojans have a chance to double down. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. (28-21) the score. Line drive kickoff that'll bounce to the return man, working up the field, and will be stacked up at the 33. Did they throw the flag?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. So the Trojans will have great starting field position again.
Back away to 3, Brock Odell.
That was 21 on the return, Washington.
And assistant number 5, Russ Peely.
And we think this is a 15-yard face mask, and I think it would be the right call. They mark him down at the 35. We think they'll get this to midfield. Personal foul, face mask is the call, and it is a good one. I mean, he grabbed him by the mask. CCA leading 21-6. St. James just scored. They have an 8-7 lead against Terrebonne. They went for 2.
Near the concession during halftime.
Can I tell you a secret? I think tonight's game will be decided by a 2-point conversion. I think both of these teams are going to decide at some point, hey, we got to start getting 8 instead of 7.
Or like a special teams play or something.
Central with 2:57 has ample opportunity to double up possessions here. Cleveland by himself in the backfield. Shoots it down the middle. Dropped. Tarpons think it's a fumble. It's not. He never had it. Incomplete. Cooper. It was nearly intercepted. Then it was nearly caught. Cooper never had the football. The Tarpon coaching staff is petitioning. He never had the ball.
Well, they're looking at the official on this side. He threw his little beanbag.
Yeah, I mean, I get the frustration, but come on now. He never had the football. He didn't make any semblance of a football move. 2nd and 10. Low option run. Cleveland keeps it up the middle. He's hit. Dropped. Short gain. Conley Hernandez on the stop. And it'll be 3rd and 8.
Conley Hernandez on the tackle.
Tarpons bringing in the heavies. Bo Georges, Sawyer Wells, 3rd and long. Dre out there. Can Big Blue get a stop before the half? It would be huge if they could. Cleveland in the pistol. Got the snap. Has a clean pocket, shoots it down the middle. It's caught this time by number 4, Cooper, and it is a first down to the 36.
That'll be a first down for the Trojans.
So the clock will stop momentarily with 2:05 to go.
That was a big conversion there for the Trojans.
And now we're inside of 2 minutes. The Trojans do have 2 timeouts. Cleveland throws it as far as he can. He's got a man wide open, and he overshoots him incomplete. Tarpons just dodged a huge bullet.
They had two receivers. The receiver to the inside was open
and thought it was going to the other guy.
To the outside.
Yep, you're right, Brian. He bailed on it because he thought it was going to the other guy. It was going to him, and that miscommunication caused it to fall incomplete.
This is a big series here because if the Trojans score, they get the ball in the third quarter, and if they score there, then the Tarpons are chasing.
Yep. Spot on. 1:43 to go in the half. 2nd and 10. Cleveland, inside handoff to Day. Didn't get a whole lot. Say that. He got about 5. He ended up dragging that pile. Clock continues to run. 90 seconds to go.
3rd and 5.
1:23 and counting in the half.
Cleveland's going to keep this one.
He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the flats to Day. Day shakes a man and is going to be shoved out at the 22, and it's another first down. Tarpon defense has had absolutely no answer for this Trojan offense and the great playmakers that they have displayed.
And Coach Dugan's doing a great job of getting the ball to his playmakers.
I think the big question will be is how the Tarpons have converted some 3rd and longs, and can the Trojans overcome that if they get in that situation? So far, they haven't. 1st and 10. Cleveland, well, there's a flag, and it'll be a offsides on South Lafourche.
I'm hoping he didn't call the guy offsides on this side of the field. Official right next to it didn't throw a flag.
So it'll be 1st and 5 with 1:06 to go. Trojans trying to drain this thing dry and score right before the half and get it back. Cleveland gets the snap. Throws a slant, caught, and working towards the end zone is number 6, Jordan Mason, and B.J. Young should be calling a timeout right now. 58 seconds to go. B.J. is running down the sidelines, and I think he will call a timeout. Yes, he should, because if not, the Trojans are going to drain this thing all the way down. Trojans are going to run out of time at the 4-yard line, so B.J. is just trying to preserve anything that he can. And I think that's a good timeout by the Tarpons.
Receiver made a heck of a catch right there. The ball was a little in back of him. Good timeout from Coach Young right here.
Get your defense a rest. Preserve some time. And who knows, you might be able to steal a field goal or something before half if they score.
Or if they kick it, you can return it.
I'd be tempted, knowing that what they're doing at the 30, I'd be tempted to sneak a Dre or something in that line and see if they notice.
Sneaky. Or at you.
1st and goal. Cleveland will be joined by Day. And in motion. Outside quarterback run. He's got blockers stacked up, and he's in. So the Trojans will score and make it 28-27. With 45 seconds to go, the Tarpons will have a small amount of time to try to answer. Trojans will attempt the extra point. We got to keep an eye on this. They did miss one earlier.
If Coach Keith Menard was here,
they're going for 2 right here.
He'd be having fun right here.
Oh yeah, he'd be swinging gate. Oh yeah. Wait on the snap. It's there. Oh, it's dropped, but he does get it down. Boy, great job by the holder. It looked like he bobbled the snap for just a second, and then he found the way to get it down. Great job by that young man. It's 28 all. Tarpons will have 45 seconds before the half. We'll keep it here. We've had a ton of timeouts. That's what happens when you have 8 touchdowns and a half.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep a little chart right here.
And look, Brian, what you don't want to do if you're South Lafourche, you want to be in a rush. And if you get good field position, all that, you go for the gusto. You don't want incomplete punt. You don't want to give them the ball back or put the ball in danger, interception, anything like that. So, you want to be aggressive here to a point.
Yeah, Ed kind of heard the Tarpons. Was it last year?
Yep.
Let's see where you get the return.
Terrebonne has just struck back. It's 14-8. They lead St. James. That scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. Apologies. Mason will kick a line drive kick that rolls by Hughes, but I think it'll be Petrie who has it. And he's stacked up at about the 31. So 39 seconds. The Tarpons could go the length of the field, perhaps. They have an 80-yard touchdown. They have, I believe, 2 timeouts. And this year they got a kicker who can make a 35, 40-yarder, potentially. So we'll see.
Look, this is enough time.
Oh, yeah.
With 2 timeouts.
Trojans are going to play soft. You would think, and really looking at it, they're not. They're still right up there on the receivers. Mack in an empty set. Shoots it to Petrie. Terrence will shake and make guys miss. Dropped it to 37. BJ will call a timeout. 30 seconds to go. You needed maybe a little more out of that one, but it's okay. You get 7, 8 yards. Call your second timeout.
They're setting this up where Terrence is going to catch that ball. He's going to pitch it after he catches.
Some form of a hook and ladder or a hitch and go.
We're going to have, I think, a trick play before these 30 seconds are up.
It'll be 2nd and 5 when play resumes. That really doesn't much matter. There's only 30 seconds to go.
But you see what it does. It drives the defensive coordinator crazy right now because you know a trick play is in the game plan for the week.
And you haven't seen it yet.
Yes. And if you're too worried about the trick play,
Jarvis beat you down the seam.
Athletes that can, and any play can take it.
There's a backwards pass to Petrie. Looking down the field, he doesn't have it. He's going to look to just run, and he'll get out of bounds. So Central was all over it. And I tell you what, Dre was open down there, but Terrence was under pressure. He was never able to set his feet.
Now here, I think you run the ball here to see if you pick the first down up.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and short.
Third and 4. Play clock down to 7. Tarpon's got to hurry. 3, 2, 1. Just gets it away. Mack shoots it down the middle to Jarvis, and he dropped it. He got hit as he let go of it, but 14 seconds to go. The Tarpons will have to punt the ball.
All right, he's going to try and draw him off sides here.
And then take a delay game probably, or his last time out and then punt.
Yeah. Central's going to come across.
They're not flinching. I don't think they're biting on this one. And I think there's a 0% chance the Tarpons snap the ball here. Mack is going to punt it. Here he gets it away. It's not much of a punt. Don't touch it, Blue. Let the clock run.
No.
Well, you got to touch it when it takes that kind of a bounce. 6 seconds will be on the clock, and the Trojans will have it at the 40. The 50 they'll put it. Dre maybe touched it at the 50. So maybe one play.
Cleveland has an arm.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can throw it downfield.
So let's see. Let's find out together. The Trojans have one snap at it. 6 seconds from the 49. Tarpons are in their prevent. Cleveland will look to throw it as far as he can. And it's going to be incomplete. And that'll take us to halftime.
Threw that ball
Into the end zone. So we go to the half, 28-28. We've got a hell of a ball game, folks. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute halftime break. Right? 3, 4?
3.5.
3.5 minute halftime break, Luke. Start our halftime show when we get back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. It is our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show, and I'm here with Dr. Lawrence Haydell with Gulf Coast Orthopedics. Dr. Haydell, tell us a little bit about what you do at Gulf Coast Orthopedics.
Well, I'm a general orthopedic surgeon, so I do a lot of treatment of musculoskeletal injuries. I concentrate mostly on joint replacements, sports injuries. So I do a lot of knee and hip replacements, arthroscopic surgeries, so a lot of joint injuries. I also do trauma as well as hand and foot surgery.
Dr. Haydell, you were telling us about sports injuries. What are some of the more common sports injuries that you see on a day-to-day basis?
I would have to say most common is knee injuries with meniscal tears, ligament injuries like ACLs. We do a lot of ACL reconstructions, meniscal repairs, or resection with arthroscopic surgery.
In terms of prevention or things that student athletes may need to know how to better take care of themselves so they don't have to see you someday, what are some things they should be considering?
So conditioning, stretching, all of that is key to preventing injuries. I know a lot of the coaches are trained into having their players, be conditioned for their sport. Also, stretching is real important.
Tell me about some of the advancements in technology because, man, we see some of these injuries that used to take, I don't know, a year to heal. Now it's 6 months. Some that took 6 months, now it's 3 months. Like, things have grown so much and people are getting back on the playing field so much faster now.
Yeah, I think as far as rehabilitation is real important after any kind of injury or surgery. We tend to start rehab much sooner than we used to 15, 20 years ago. So we do like to get the rehab going pretty quickly, and that helps get these players back to the field much quicker.
And one of the things also, and I talk to student athletes all the time, they'll say, man, I'm feeling good, but I'm not cleared yet. How important is it for a student athlete to wait? Because even though their body might tell them they're okay, they're not all the way there yet.
Yeah, if they try to get back too soon, you can injure yourself again, and that'll put you out even longer. So it's real important to give it time to heal and do the rehabilitation to get you back on the field in a safe way and not re-injure yourself.
Dr. Haydell, what are some of the things that you like most about your job?
Patient interaction, and I love doing this type of work with surgery and treating these kind of conditions. So it's a fun field to be in, and it's exciting. I know a lot of people are trying to get into this field because of it's a very interesting occupation.
Sure. How fulfilling is it when you have that student athlete who has that knee injury or whatever injury it may be, and they put in all the work, they rehab, and then when you finally get that little text message or note or whatever, hey, my kid was able to get back, he scored 2 touchdowns, like that's got to be the best feeling in the world.
It gives you some satisfaction in what you do and that you're helping people to get back to their normal activity.
Dr. Haydell, you were just telling me a second ago we're standing here in Houma, Louisiana, but you also practice other places with Gulf Coast Orthopedics. Let us know some of the other places they could find you.
Yeah, I have a practice in LaRose, which is down in the south of Lafourche area. I'm in the complete occupational building. I'm there every Wednesday afternoon. So that helps a lot of the patients in that area that they don't have to travel very far to be seen.
Doctor, a lot of times student athletes tell me that they're afraid to go to the doctor because they're afraid, frankly, what you guys may say. How do you get rid of that stigma and let them know, hey, if something's wrong, you got to go get checked out?
Well, it's good to find out because you don't want to continue playing injured because you can make the condition worse. Not all injuries require surgery. Most injuries can be treated medically and not with surgery. So a lot of people come to us thinking they're going to have surgery, but that's not the case. So we do treat a lot of these non-operative, and a lot of kids can get back to the field, after they heal in a non-operative treatment.
Dr. Haydell, we thank you so much for the time. It's our Gulf Coast Orthopedics Halftime Show. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
It is our Gulf Coast Orthopedics Halftime Show. I'm here with Dr. Christopher Eastonak Jr. at Gulf Coast Orthopedics. Doctor, tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Morning. I'm Christopher Eastonak Jr. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon here at Gulf Coast Orthopedic Clinic. We have a variety of orthopedic surgeons here to work on you, so if it's broke, we can fix it. In general, I do lumbar or cervical injuries. That's neck and back surgery and neck and back injuries. We treat a variety of conditions from sports injuries like some of the players we treat to offshore injuries to car wrecks to older people hurting their back in some form or fashion. So we do a variety of things at the clinic to help people. We have our own therapy here. We have our own MRI scan. We of course x-ray everybody. We have a surgery center behind us to take care of people acutely, and of course we use both hospitals in town and bring bigger surgeries or problem cases to those bigger places. But we have a variety of, like I said, orthopedic surgeons here, so anything injured we pretty much can take care of on site and do it expediently and all in-house.
Doctor, you were telling me this is a bit of a calling for you. This is a family thing. You got several others in your family in the profession as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm a third generation surgeon. My grandfather on my father's side was a surgeon. My father's an orthopedic surgeon. On my mother's side, my grandfather was a dentist, and some of his sons are physicians. All my dad's brothers and sisters, a lot of those are physicians, and my sister's a physician, so there's nothing really anything that I wanted to do besides this. I'm a local boy. I went to school at St. Matthew's right up the road from the clinic. I went to Vanderbilt Catholic High School, played linebacker on the football team, and went to college in Tennessee, medical school at LSU, and then training in Alabama and Texas. And I'm back here in my hometown doing what I always really wanted to do. So I guess I'm living a dream I made for myself. And I'm proud to have a beautiful wife and 4 beautiful children, all Vanderbilt graduates except for one who's a starting center, I think, in a junior year. But I'm excited that I'm able to be here and help the athletes and help all the teammates and other teams in the area to keep fighting and playing and doing what they want to do and get them back out in the field and get them fixed and back competing.
Doctor, very well said. You were telling us just a second ago, you specialize in spinal injuries. In terms of sports, what are some of the more common spinal injuries that you see on a day-to-day basis?
Well, first of all, we've experienced this in Vanderbilt recently. We've had some training injuries. Young boys, everybody wants to be tough and pick up a lot of weight. No one wants to say they can't do it, which is great and a good drive, but we've had some strained backs from a variety, from practice to too much weight and bad form because they're young boys trying to lift. So we see a lot of what we call lumbar strains. We see on the field, unfortunately, some herniated disc or ruptured disc. We see young guys and a lot of linemen, big, strong guys who are squatting down and pushing, and that puts a lot of pressure on the disc. And I've seen some ruptured disc and had to do some injections and therapy and even some surgery on some young players. And one of the common injuries we see, and I had this injury and it really hurt me at Vanderbilt, was a stinger injury. So you hit someone and your spine compresses, your neck compresses, takes a jolt, and my right arm would go numb, and all the nerves in your neck are temporarily crushed, and it lights up like fire, like ants are on your arm. We call that a stinger injury. So we've seen some stinger injuries in the neck and the back, and I think the first game last year, a young boy hit someone and his whole leg went numb and paralyzed. We had to carry him off the field and bring him to Children's Hospital, and he had temporary paralysis from a stinger of his back and leg. So we see it, and unfortunately football is a dangerous sport. It's a violent sport, but we do our best to hit with right form and proper gear, but inevitable, there's lots of injuries, we see. And those are just some of the common things we see from a spine surgeon. Of course, the sports guys doing lots of knees and shoulders and fingers and hand guys, we see that a lot. But certainly for the back, they're not everyday injuries, but they're definitely worrisome, and they do end a lot of years, times off for the players, because if they're injured, they're out for the season or for at least half the year. So it's tough.
Dr. Snack, let me ask you this. In terms of prevention, is there anything that the student athlete should be cognizant of to maybe make it less likely that they would get injured?
I think the most important thing is good and proper form. I tell the young guys that good and proper form, and don't do anything that really strains or hurts your back. I mean, it's hard when there's 5 of your peers looking around and you want to lower the weight and they're all giving you, razzing you, but at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt yourself. And I see so many young guys, especially these little tiny 9th graders and 10th grade boys who are just not physically mature yet, trying to do way too much weight, and they hurt themselves. So my message to the young players is do the weight that's comfortable, listen to the coach and get your form down. Don't try to be a hero with too much weight and hurt yourself, then you're out or you can't play at all.
Very good, Dr. Snack. We thank you so much. It's our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
It is our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show. It's a pleasure to be joined by Dr. Jeffrey Stone at Gulf Coast Orthopedics. Doctor, you were telling me before we hit record that you specialize in shoulder and elbow injuries. Let's talk about some of the more common shoulder and elbow injuries that you see in athletes in a given year.
Some of the most common shoulder injuries that I see are commonly instability, where you tear what's called the labrum, which is what deepens the socket. It's very common with contact sports such as football and soccer. Additionally, we see labral injuries with overhead athletes such as in baseball, where you tear what's called the superior labrum, called a slap tear. This is related to repetitive traction forces on the labrum itself. And with regards to the elbow, I see commonly Tommy John surgery, which is a tearing of the ulnar collateral ligament, and this is typically seen in overhead athletes such as baseball players, volleyball players, javelin throwers.
You were telling me a minute ago that there's maybe some new things happening with Tommy John surgery, where traditionally didn't they remove a ligament? Now there's some different things you guys are doing?
So traditionally, Tommy John surgeries is performed where you harvest a ligament, one of your own tendons actually, the palmaris longus, to reconstruct the ligament, which is the medial ulnar collateral ligament here. Now, this is commonly amenable to what's called an internal brace, which is where we repair the ligament, but we augment it with this high tensile collagen coated tape, which has dramatically shortened the recovery time from 12 to 16 months down to 4 to 8 months.
Dr. Stone, talk to me about exactly what you were just saying there. When we hear these terms like Tommy John and different things in the past, it sometimes was a death sentence to a career. Players would never recover. But talk to me about the enhances in technology. Now, people are coming back faster than ever, and in many cases, stronger than ever.
That's correct. It's a misnomer that if you have Tommy John surgery, you go back throwing harder than you ever would before. That's not quite true. Basically, Tommy John surgery is to get you back to where you were throwing, where you should be throwing. With the ulnar collateral ligament repair with the internal brace augmentation, many patients that are throwing in the 90s at a much shorter recovery time, and again 4 to 6 to 8 months versus the traditional 12 to 15 months.
That's amazing. In terms of prevention, what are some things that people could do to strengthen their shoulders and their elbows and different things to try to be as strong as they possibly can to maybe try to avoid having an injury in the first place?
You know, it's very important to warm up the shoulder prior to doing any kind of overhead activities, weightlifting, dynamically stabilizing the shoulder, the rotator cuff, with both your internal and external rotators will dynamically balance the shoulder and avoid injury. Also, too, periscapular muscle strengthening, working on keeping the shoulder blades back when doing any kind of activity. Essentially, having great posture when you're doing these types of activities will help you avoid injuries to your neck, your shoulders. It helps avoid impingement and a lot of problems down the road. So, and additionally, core strengthening is really important for a lot of these events too. So, really, proper core, proper lumbar lordosis, basically keeping great posture will help you avoid injuries.
Dr. Stone, you were telling me before we hit record that you've worked with some really famous doctors and some really amazing people. Tell us a little bit about your background, sir.
So I did my residency at University of South Alabama. I had the opportunity to train under the world famous Dr. James Andrews, who I got to do a lot of surgery with. I became very close with him and wrote my letter of recommendation for fellowship, which is the reason I got the fellowship that I did, which is arguably the highest volume shoulder elbow fellowship in the country down in Tampa, Florida. Subsequent to training in Tampa, Florida, I trained in France with two world famous surgeons, Dr. Laurent Lafourche in Annecy, France, and then Dr. Pascal Bolo in Nice, France.
That's amazing. Tell me about this. As a doctor, how fulfilling is it whenever you have someone who has a labrum tear or, gets to Tommy John and, it's going to be a long process for them. But then when you hear back from them later, however many months later, and they are recovered, how fulfilling is that to see that, the work that you guys did allowed them to get back on the playing fields?
It's the best feeling in the world. I mean, it really is one of the most rewarding jobs I could ever imagine. I love my job. I would do this for free if I could. It's just, it's amazing being able to get athletes back on the field, back in the pool, back to doing things they want to do in life.
What are some of the things that a student athlete should know? I know you were talking about stretching and posture and everything. What are some things that student athletes should know to try to better prepare them for their upcoming seasons to try to maybe avoid having injuries?
Basically, preparation is key, just as you said. I mean, you really staying cross-training, staying active, avoid couch time, screen time, those things in order to stay in shape to get ready for the season.
100%. And look, these injuries that we're talking about, do they happen also in non-athletes, like just as the average person was? I know a relative who tore his labrum, he just did it at work. Like, do you see these injuries in just the average person?
All the time. These are very common injuries to see. More commonly, as you get older, you start to see more rotator cuff tears associated with this, not just labral tears, but it's very common. Repetitive impingement can cause these problems, or just a wear and tear over time. All traumatic injuries can happen too, so that's why it's important to maintain muscle tone, stay in the gym, stay active.
Dr. Stone, we thank you so much for the time.
All right, thank you.
Let's go. Kick will be caught at the 26. Tarpons give them a little dose of their own medicine there. Fair catch. So the Trojans will take over and will be playing at a 1st and 10 there at about the 27-yard line.
Ooh.
Feels like we have not played football in about an hour.
Go to the 30-yard line.
The long halftime. Now can these timing offenses regain their timing after the break? Cleveland will have Day in the backfield. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Man in motion. It's a stretch outside run. Tarpons trying to pursue it, and they will. That's a tackle for a loss. Pressed by the Third Foundation. Jordan Mason got the carry.
Tyrese Edwards, great job. Coming up, did not allow them to turn the ball up the field.
2nd and 10.
So to be 2nd down and 10, 11:30 and counting. We're just underway in the third. Cleveland in a empty shotgun set. We've seen him run out of this set a lot. And here he goes again, picking through the middle of the line of the scrimmage, spinning, stacked up, still driving, and he's going to get about 8. Boy, he's got a little dart to him, huh? You just can't ever push him back.
Injury.
And it is a Trojan. Boy, is that 3?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. We are watching this with bated breath and with our fingers crossed. Jeremy Cleveland is an awesome young man. He has had nothing but injury issues his career. And to see him laying on the turf has got to be a helpless feeling for Coach Vadros and his guys. Hopefully, he's going to be okay.
He's trying to sit up.
Crandall will be the new quarterback. He played a lot of quarterback last year. Cleveland may be with a cramp or an ankle roll. He's walking gingerly.
Looks like the ankle.
But Brian, just something as simple as an ankle roll, if it limits his mobility, it could change this whole offense.
Absolutely.
Jack Redding and Ava Gisler. Congratulations.
And we sure hope that Jeremy Cleveland's able to get back out there.
We also have our half and half.
Crandall. Sorry, Brian.
Just see what it does to their emotions right here with the Trojans.
3rd and 1. Big heavy set. Crandall, the new quarterback. Outside run. Tarpons trying to string it out, but it's going to be a big gain. Crandall turns and it's a 1st down. I said Crandall. My apologies. That was Crandall on the run. My apologies. It was Cooper, I think, at quarterback. There's a flag on the play, the 46. We have personal foul, face mask on South Lafourche.
Face mask penalty against the Tarpons.
Don't know that the Trojans have had a penalty today, and that's not a complaint. I'm just saying that they played a clean game. Tarpons have had a couple of face masks. And it will be 1st and 10 from the 31. All right, so let's get on my P's and Q's. Who's the quarterback here? It's Tyree Cooper at quarterback, and it's Crandall at tailback. I had it opposite on the last play. My apologies. Cooper gets the snap. They give it to Crandall, and he will get a gain of about 3.
Arajo again did a good job coming up.
So he is to the 29-yard line. Trojans trying to break a 28-ball tie.
Second and 8.
Just underway in the third. Cooper playing for the injured Cleveland. There's the snap. Inside run to Day. Breaks through the line. Bounces outside. Castaneda trying to sling him down, and they do, but it is a big gain. No, look, man, we've given a whole lot of love to the Tarpon offensive line. Trojan offensive line playing some good ball tonight, too.
It was that Day. He did a good job of bouncing it to the outside. Castaneda actually got turned around on the play. Did a good job of recovering to stop him.
And it's got to be a little disheartening to the Tarpon defense. The Trojan offense making a big drive, even without the quarterback on the field. Inside run today this time.
Not
He's
much.
stocked up very little. And now it'll be curious when that field gets a little condensed. Can the Trojans find the same space as the Tarpons were all over that one?
And I'll tell you this, watching film, the snaps, they got them good tonight.
Not all season, though, right?
Yes.
Cooper at quarterback. He's got Day with him in the backfield. It is second and goal from the 8 in the third quarter. 8:30 to go. There's the snap. Stretch run to the outside. Day. He's going to be bottled up. Not a whole lot. Oh, he's still driving. Goodness. Thought the Tarpons had him at about the 5. He just kept driving. Now a late flag, and this is a huge call. If this is on Central Lafourche, it'll be third and goal from the 16. This is a huge call in this game. The officials are sorting it out. This is one that could be game-changing. And we have dead ball, personal foul on South Lafourche. So that, look, you don't want to see that. It's not a great penalty for South Lafourche ever when you have that, but it is only about a half of a yard penalty. The Trojans had way more to lose there.
It's not a first down.
It is not an automatic first down, I don't believe.
No, it's not.
So it would be third and goal. They had it at about the 1.5, so now it would be just inside the 1. And it is third and goal.
They're going to stay in that shotgun.
Cooper with Day. Inside handoff, and he's in. Not much resistance there from the Tarpon defense. The Trojans go straight down the field and score, and they're out in front for the first time tonight.
Robert Day for the touchdown.
So Central Lafourche takes a 34-28 lead, 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Now the extra point try. This is not the same kicker as earlier. This is Jordan Mason kicking. So we'll keep an eye on this. It was Hurley earlier. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So Trojans strike first. They have a 7-point lead. It's 35-28. We'll be right back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Trojans will be kicking it away. It'll be Hurley kicking right to left as they have the lead for the first time tonight, 35-28. 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Bums away. That little pop kick. That'll be caught by Richard Dale sliding at the 30-yard line. Tarpon will take over there. You mentioned it earlier, Brian, the consistency to get it exactly to the 30-yard line every single time. Very impressive.
Good job by Richard Dale coming up and making that catch. You don't want to let it hit the ground.
Now can the Tarpons, after sitting on their hands for about 25, 30 minutes, regain their rhythm? First and 10. Green waiting on the snap. Or excuse me, Mac, Green in motion before the snap, what I meant to say. Hand off to Meathead. And he's going to be pulled down from behind. I thought that was maybe a horse collar. No flag. He gained 4 on the play. Looking at it back. He didn't get him by the horse collar.
He didn't, but it was a high tackle.
So it'll be second down and 6. Tarpons has the strong side of the field to the right. Trips that way. Mac will keep it. Right decision. He's got a big gain. He'll slide down. They'll give him the first down. And it is a Golden Motors first down. Last kickoff brought to you by PNC Insurance. Call Philly C. Chabert. So Mac making some plays with his legs tonight. As every LSU fan around the state of Louisiana says, quarterbacks are allowed to run? First and 10 from the 48-yard line. Petrie in motion. On the slot. Mac shoots it to Jarvis. Jarvis will fall forward near midfield, a little short of midfield. Gain of about 5 or 6. And tonight has been the Landon Jarvis breakout party. He has had a tremendous game. It'll be second and 4. Ball the Tarpon 49, trying to cross midfield here. Inside handoff to Dardar, big hole. Driving, lower the shoulder, gets to the 38-yard line. Golden Motors first down. And that'll take us to the heat and humidity timeout. 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Tarpons are driving. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. It is 35-28. The score is Dardar on this first down play. Will dive across the 35. And he got 5. 35-28 in favor of Central Lafourche, by the way. Gain of 6.
Tackle made on the 37, Journey Lee.
Lee on the tackle. We called out his name a bunch of times tonight. 5:37 and counting. Second down and 4. Strong side of the field to the left. Mack. Inside handoff to Dardar. Boy. Big hole. Diving across the sticks. First down to the 23. That's another Golden Motors first down, and we got an injured Trojan. It is kind of the walking wounded for the Trojans right now. They're beat up.
Big lead blocker, number 60, Sawyer Wells.
We've seen Ellison go down. We've seen Cleveland go down. Now 51, Colt Arsenault slow to get up, and he's walking gingerly off the field. The officials backing the Tarpon offense off momentarily while they reset. It'll be 1st and 10. 5:18 to go in the third. Tarpon's approaching the Joe Septic red zone. BJ trying to keep the Tarpons out of an illegal formation. Hughes in motion. Inside handoff to Dardar. Lowers his shoulder, driving hard. Just pushing the pocket. Pretty academic there. Dardar gets 12 on the game. And it is a big first down into the Joe Septic red zone. And we have a stoppage. The Tarpons had to get 3 Ogel out of the game.
Yeah, Ogel was.
So Haven Green checks in. Tarpons are in the Joe Septic red zone trying to answer the Trojan score. 4:38 to go in the third of what has been a shootout. Hughes at the bottom of the screen. Right side of the formation. All the other receivers on the left side of the formation. It's the usual crew. Inside handoff to Dardar. Driving. Pushing inside the 5. Another big gain for Meathead. Gains about 8.
Look, these holes are huge. Offensive line doing a great job. And, of course, Dardar with the runs. He's a power.
Yeah, just breaks you down, man. I wouldn't want to have to tackle him right now. The ball's just inside the 5. And it'll be 2nd and 3. Mack hands it to Dardar again, driving. I think he might have got in. Yes, he did. That's a 5-yard Tarpon touchdown. And South Lafourche is an extra point away from tying the game up on a touchdown drive where they just moved them. Whoever gets the first stop in this game might get the win. We have not yet seen a defensive stop in the game, but every extra point matters too. Can the Tarpons convert here? Snap is high, the kick is up, and it is good. An outstanding job by Bo Robert getting that pulled down on a high snap. We'll be back in a minute. It's 35-35 with 3:44 to go in the third. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. (35-35) the score. Serrano will kick it away, and it is a good one. Will be caught at the 28. They're going to work it up the field, and they're going to be stopped by Dre Hughes at the 34. Good job, Dre.
Nice play.
So the Trojans, let's see who comes out at quarterback. Cleveland left the game the last drive.
Cleveland's back in.
And look, We are as dire Big Blue as possible. We want to win this game with Jeremy Cleveland in the game. Cannot be happier that he's back out there. And he seems to be running without a limp. Cleveland will be in an empty shotgun set. Trips to the left side of the formation, 5 receiver set. Cleveland keeps it, will shoot it to the sidelines, caught, big gain. And bouncing to the outside. How far is he going to run? Tripped up at the 36-yard line. It's number 4, Tyreek Cooper. Big gain into Tarpon territory. Scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. Going to the 4th, Terrebonne 14, St. James 8.
First team to get a defensive stop.
Or 2-point conversion. Yeah, it's going to be who scores last, the timing of it all. Not much defense in this one tonight. Cleveland waiting on the snap, looking to throw. Shoots it down the middle. It's caught again. And it's a first down again to the 21, number 4, Cooper.
There'll be another first down for the Trojans.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The clock will stop momentarily. .245 and ticking. Cleveland has not looked injured at all since coming back in. He looks fine. Inside handoff. Day pushing forward, not getting a ton, but he got enough. He got 4 or 5 yards. It just feels like tonight every play that's not a 30 or 40-yard gain is not a positive play. We got to realize perspective sometimes.
Tarpon's got to be careful here.
2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. The pace of this game has slowed down. Both teams have been going on long scoring drives now. Quarterback drops back, shoots it down the middle. There he is again. Going to be a reception, breaking tackles, diving for the end zone. He'll be down at the 1. That's number 4, Cooper. Cooper is having a Terrence Petrie-like game tonight. He has been open all night long, and he dove there, tried to get in. Did a good job holding on to the ball as he lunged, and they got inside the 1. So 1st and goal. You would think they would give it to Robert Day to try to keep a hit off of Cleveland potentially. But let's find out together. Brian's been talking about shotgun snaps throughout the night. They hand it off, and a huge gaping hole. Day scores a touchdown easily, didn't get touched. Mike Bush just lost the visor and everything on the sideline. He was not happy with his defense there, and it's 41-35. Trojans are going to attempt 1. Mason will be kicking it. Snap is there. The kick is no good. He missed it. Wow. The hold was a little bit wobbly. The extra point is no good. Let's circle that play. We'll be back in 1 minute. 1:20 to go in the third here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. As the kickoff, it'll be caught at the 30-yard line and just taking a knee there is Richard Dell. Tarpons will play offense from there.
Fair catch to the 30-yard line. First and 10 to the Tarpons.
The missed extra point could loom large later on. The Tarpons will play a 1st and 10, trying to perhaps retake the lead with 1:20 to go in the third. Here come the boys in blue. Neither defense has gotten a stop tonight. It has been all offense today in Memorial Stadium. Here's the snap. They'll throw it out to Jarvis. Jarvis making men miss, lowering his shoulders. Another Golden Motors first down. And we got some fisticuffs after the play. But because it was the guys in the yellow jerseys doing it, there's no flag. The fans are not happy. They have every right to not be happy. That should have been a 15-yard penalty on Central Lafourche. And you can hear the boos. I don't know if they have a penalty all night tonight.
Yeah, I think a flag should have been thrown on there.
100%. That was no doubt a late hit. But Tarpons got to keep their composure. Play clock is running.
The fans are going crazy. The penalty was 10 yards further down. The ball, he was tackled.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And look, you also got to understand, you just gained 13 or 14 yards. Not like you lost yards on the play. It's okay to still be happy. But I do think the Trojans got away with one. Inside handoff to Meathead. He dives across midfield. Like, just keep doing that. You'll be okay. If you just keep doing that, late flag. And I think South Lafourche might have just got popped with this one. Dead ball, personal foul. Nope, on Central Lafourche this time. As I whisper into my microphone, makeup call, the Tarpons get their 15-yard penalty.
The past several minutes, they've been having a little shoving after the whistle.
What we just saw was not as egregious as the play before, but the Tarpons do get their 15 yards, and I do think that was one of those. My bad, we missed the last one. We'll go ahead and give you that one. Ball now at the 31-yard line. Shotgun set, strong side of the field to the left. Inside handoff to Dardar. Big hole again. 25, 20, 15, 10. Pushed out down to about the 7-yard line. The Tarpons are gashing them. And look, the inclination right now is going to be to push and shove and chirp. Here's the thing, Brian. When the play is going on, you are blowing them off the ball. Do not react to the extracurriculars right now.
A bad spot, huh?
They're going to put Dardar out at about the 7. Tarpons in the gun. Hand off to Meathead. We have a flag, and I think it's offsides on Central Lafourche. Nope, false start.
No,
offside. Okay, yeah. Offsides. So that'll move it a little closer. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clock will run. Tarpons don't have to run a play. Inside of 10 seconds. Let's see if BJ and the crew are aware. Hughes is in the backfield. Hand off to Dre, trying to bounce outside. Lowers the shoulder. Hold on to the ball, Dre. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter with our score: Central Lafourche 41, South Lafourche 35. Tarpon's trying to retake the lead when we get back. But on your seatbelts, folks, we got a good finish coming from Galliano here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. And the Tarpons trying to drive it in. The missed extra point could loom large if the Tarpons capitalize. Everybody on the line of scrimmage for the Trojans. Mack waiting on the shotgun snap. Man in motion is Petrie. Inside handoff to Dardar. He is near the goal line. He thinks he's in. They'll see his knee went down at the 1.
Ooh, that's close.
So he's awfully close. Did not score. 11:46 and counting. It will be 3rd and goal from inside the 1. And I think the offensive line and Mack and Dardar and everybody would be pushing Mack into the end zone here.
Yep.
You had a false start penalty on this last week. You got to make sure you're going when they snap it.
Fumble.
They fumbled and got it back, but it's 4th down. We talked about defensive stops. Who's going to get the first? It is 4th and goal from the 2 now.
4th and goal on the 2-yard line.
Did the Tarpons maybe outthink the room? You've been giving it to Dardar every play without fail. You try a tush push and you fumble the snap. Now you're running low on the play clock, down to 10 on a pivotal 4th down. Could be a huge one in the game here. Play clock down to 4. Mack has the snap to Dardar. He didn't get it.
No.
They're trying to drive him. He didn't get it. And South Lafourche will turn it over on downs. And Central Lafourche could have just grabbed hold of this ball game. There is a flag on the play on the near side of the field. Didn't see when it came out. As the stadium waits in anticipation, no flag.
No flag.
So the Trojans take over on downs. And now the Tarpon defense has to come up big and do exactly what the Trojans just did, which is get a stop. Ball is at the 1. Tarpon's got the dudes out there right now. They're not waiting until third down. A lot of two-way guys right now out there. Wells, Kale, Petrie. Can the defense get a stop and a push?
They're still in the gun.
In the gun, Cleveland. Throws a bomb down the field. Caught, and they're tripped up. They're out of the hole now. Number 6 on the grab, Mason. Got behind the coverage, and Central Lafourche is out of the hole in one play. Terrebonne has just scored to take a 21-8 lead against St. James. That scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. Here, Central trying to go up 2 scores. Now they can take their sweet time. They don't have to be in a hurry now. Inside handoff. Dave bouncing outside. How far is he going to run? Tarpons are trying to sling him down, but it's after he gets a first down. It just has not been a competitive performance tonight from the Tarpon defense. Ball at midfield. .9:30 and counting. The Trojans are ahead on the board, and they know it. They are working on the clock. They have slowed their pace immensely, trying to shorten this game, the wise thing to do. In the pistol. Inside handoff. Day is slowed down for a loss. Tackle for a loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. It's a loss of 5. Wow, they're marking him all the way back to where he regained his balance. So he got hit, then kind of stumbled, and then dove forward at the last second. They did not give him his forward progress, and that could be huge. Is a tackle for a loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. 2nd and 15 now. I got to tell you, if I were the Trojans, I wouldn't like that spot. I think he should be a little farther up the field. 2nd and 15. Cleveland has time. Now he's flushed out. And he's dropped! Sacked by Braxton Petrie. And now it'll be 3rd and a mile. 8:16 to go. It is 3rd and 22. Can the Tarpons defense one time get a stop? The Trojans just got a goal line stand. Still plenty of time to go.
They're going to bring this down and call a timeout.
3rd and 22 is not where you want to be, but we've seen them complete and convert so many large gains tonight.
Meg Walker, their mascot.
And they're going to do exactly what Brian said, and we'll keep it right here and talk about it. They'll call a timeout. 7:32 to go in regulation. The Trojans are up by 6. They're about to face their most daunting offensive challenge of the night, a 3rd and 22. Could run a tunnel screen, draw. Cleveland could try to scramble. What do you think Dugas going to do here?
Well, I think you're going to have to roll out the quarterback and see what he can do. Keep him out the pocket. But you don't have to pick up 22 yards. If you get it close, you got 4th down. They may go for it.
Yeah.
But if they are hanging around midfield, you better put the Tarpons back as far as you can.
No doubt. South Lafourche has all the two-way guys out there. Kale, Georges, Hughes, Petrie. Can they get a push one more time? Can they keep everything in front one more time?
I'll be careful for a screen.
It is 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 22. They are in the pistol. Cleveland under a little pressure. It's a hold that's coming back no matter what happens here. Throws it down the field. It's going to be caught. So the Tarpons are going to go ahead and take the penalty. That was an obvious hold. So it'll be 3rd and 32 now. And look, the Trojan fans will be frustrated. Cleveland would have got sacked if not for the hold. So 3rd and even longer now.
The Trojans, they're a little discombobulated right here. They got to keep their heads right here. Tarpons, just don't let anyone get behind you.
That'll back them up to the 3rd down. Let's make some noise.
3rd and a mile. They're at the 29. They've got to get to the Tarpon 40. And
that is the game. The play clock should be 25 seconds. There you go.
Yeah, there it is. So they just try a draw, play a little field position. There goes that. Cleveland under pressure. Will throw it as far as he can. There's no receiver there. Incomplete. No receiver there. The Tarpons finally get the stop. Now it's 7:04 to go. The Trojans will punt it away. And how about them defenses? Both matching stops. The Trojans get a goal line stand, and the Tarpons defense convert a stop. Can you convert this punt into something? There's the snap. He'll roll out. He'll kick it away. It's a very good kick. Terrence will watch it go over his head. Takes a Trojan roll. T, leave that one alone. He picks it up. Waiting for a wall. Maybe not pick it. Maybe not wait on it. Terrence gets across the 20. Make him in. Miss. Still juking. 31. He's something else, man.
Yes. Plenty time, 6:45 to go.
Well, it raises the question. You drained 5 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock last week. Can you score with, 40, 50 seconds left here and not have to play defense again?
Could happen.
We'll find out. Tarpons got to go 69 yards, 6:45 to go. Mack with Meathead. Play action, throws it to Jarvis. Jarvis working up the field. Cuts inside, spinning, and he's down at about the 37, gain of about 7. If you are South Lafourche, I'm telling my guys, hold on to the ball. But I'm also telling my guys, if you could stay in bounds, do, because I do think they want to run some clock this drive.
Yeah, I would agree. Plenty time.
2nd and 4.
They're going to take it to the hydration break, I think. 6:05. They're lining up. Yeah, they're not ready. So heat and humidity break. Exactly 6 minutes to go. The Tarpons are playing a 2nd and 4, down by 6. We'll be right back after this on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Six minutes in regulation. We got a 6-point game in favor of the Trojans, 41-35. We called on the defenses to get stops. The Trojans got a goal line stand. The Tarpons just got to stop. And the Tarpon offense go down the field and drain this clock and score. 2nd and 4. Inside handoff to Dardar. Lowers his shoulder. Not much. Tell you what, the Trojan rush defense has gotten a little better in this second half.
Yeah, you can maybe pull or let Mac. They had success on that with Mac with pulling.
Lee on the tackle.
Lee on the tackle. Lee Allhart. Such a special young man. He's not the biggest, but boys playing hard. 3rd and 2. Tarpons look to the sidelines. Mac.
Oh, he's down.
Gives it to Dardar. Doesn't get whistled. The Tarpons got a huge break. Dardar driving across midfield. South Lafourche just caught the break of the season. Josh Mack's knee was down before he handed off that ball, and it is a Tarpon first down. The Tarpons caught a break.
The Trojan coaching staff's really not arguing about it. He may have been up.
Oh, man, we'll take it. 5:05 to go. Coming the hard count. Tarpons would like this to be the last drive of the game, but obviously if you break one, you got to do what you got to do.
Time for Terrence.
Inside handoff to Dardar. Lowers the pads. They're pushing him. He got about 3.
That'll be about 4-yard gain on the play.
Terrebonne is beating up on St. James now. Scoreboard update, 28-8 with 5 minutes to go. Remember Tyler Lewis on play-by-play said, hey, late, we're going to blow them off the ball?
Yep.
That's exactly what's happening. 2nd and 7 here, 4:20 to go. Tarpons down 6, and they just got a free 5 yards.
All right, the flag on the play. Looks like encroachment against the Trojans.
Bring up a 2nd and short.
You guys having fun yet? This has been one heck of a ball game. Clock will continue to roll.
Both of these teams, give them off tomorrow.
Absolutely. The official wants the clock to run. It's just not, and I don't know why. He was doing this. There, got it. 2nd and 2, Meathead, and we have a flag and a false start, so the 5 will come back.
False start against the Tarpons.
I'm not making excuses for anybody, but I think both of these teams are dog tired, Brian.
Yeah, I tell you one thing. You do not want to make a mistake on the clock right now.
You're right. You're right. The Tarpons are trying to measure this thing. 4:07 and counting. You got to get into the end zone. They want to get in with no time left. They're now inside of 4 minutes, but the most important thing is you do have to get in. It's 2nd and 7. Mack hands it to Dardar. Not much. The middle of that Trojan defense, that was Jaden Thomas that time on the stop.
I just hope either side doesn't do something silly right here.
3rd down and 6. The Trojans got a huge stop on their last possession defensively. Can they do it again? Tell you who's been quiet. Number 1, laying in the weeds over there in the slot. Mack waiting on the snap. Straight drop.
Going to him.
Shoots it deep down the field. Incomplete. Flag comes out. That'll be a Golden Motors first down via penalty. Pass interference on Central Lafourche will be the call. It was a 50-50 ball. Contact was made. Pass interference on Central Lafourche gives the Tarpons a first down.
First down.
15 yards.
So now you are approaching the red zone. The ball is at the 26-yard line.
From Dardar's reaction right here, I don't think he's getting the ball this play.
We'll see. 3:14 to go. Try the hard count. The Trojans flinch a little, but not enough to warrant the flag. 16 on the play clock. Mack Oh, there goes that. Gives it to Dart, our big gain. Lowers his shoulder inside the 20. Gets it to about the 17. Brian, I love you, but you're not a mind reader.
No, because he looked and kind of like shook his head.
2nd and 2.
2:55 and counting. At what point does Shelly Vedros say, hey, we got to preserve some time?
When they get inside the 10.
2nd and 2. The Tarpons could drain this thing down inside of 2:30. They are at the 17-yard line, down 6. Inside handoff to Dardar. He's got the first down. Lowers his shoulder to the 11. Brian, the Trojans have to start calling some timeout. Just looking at the clock, 2:26 and ticking. You're not necessarily putting up a tremendous fight defensively. The Tarpons are draining this clock. It'll be first down, not goal. They're at the 11. 2:08 and counting. There's still 12 on the play clock. Tarpons will snap it right at the 2-minute mark. They give it to Jarvis this time. Bounces outside, cutting in, lowers his shoulder. But he's down at the 2. And again, Coach Vedros needs to call a timeout here. The Tarpons are going to drain this thing down inside of a minute. The Trojans need to call a timeout. South Lafourche doesn't have to snap this ball to 1:10. It is going to be 2nd down and 1. They could get a first down, and I think the Trojans need to start calling timeouts.
Maybe after this play.
I think BJ will call one here. He will wait until 1 and call it. Timeout. South Lafourche will keep it here. 1:12 to go. The Tarpons have done a good job working that clock down. I think the Trojans have let some valuable real estate come off the clock, but South Lafourche now has to do their end and punch it into the end zone.
Tarpons can pick up a first down.
Which would be huge. Absolutely huge. Especially in your quest to try to score with no time left. That would be huge.
Now, right here, you don't overthink it.
Oh, no more tush push. Give the ball. Yeah. Keep running what's got you from the 20-yard line down to the goal line. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's a great point. Crazy good ball game tonight. We just knew. We've been telling you guys all week. We just knew it was going to be one of these. Now it's going to be a matter of who wins the last 1:12.
And if the Trojans do get the ball back under a minute.
Yeah. Under a minute. Look, which they're more than capable now of going down the field in under a minute. But they're going to have to boogie. But first things first, the Tarpons got to score. They're 3 yards away. It's 2nd and 1. Mack hands it to Dardar. He is not in. He's at the 1, and the Trojans have to call a timeout. The clock will stop to move the chains if Coach Vedros doesn't call a timeout. South Lafourche is going to drain this clock dry. 1:02 to go. The clock will start in just a second. The ball is inside the 1. I don't know why the clock's not running right now. The chains are set. BJ is saying, hey, run the clock. The Tarpons have lost valuable seconds, or have kept valuable seconds on the clock because of a clock malfunction there. Now they'll reset the play clock, and the Tarpons will be able to drain this thing dry.
I would.
Coach Vedros now will call timeout with 47 seconds to go. I don't know that the Trojans are handled that clock situation properly, really, this whole drive. You are less than a yard away from potentially scoring. You still got to make the extra point. They could have started calling timeouts at about 2:30 or so and preserved clock, but as a result,
both sides of the field. How about we all give these boys a big round of applause?
PA's asking for a round of applause. Both sides, amen. This has been an unbelievable ball game. No one deserves to lose this game. "47 seconds. The Trojans have called one timeout. They have 2 left. They are winning 41-35. The Tarpons are inside the 1 yard line.
And look, I'm not a proponent of this, but I would go out the gun.
Yes, I'm not going under center again after
yeah.
seeing the struggle of the last time. I'm running my offense that got me here.
Could they run something wide with Dre Hughes?
Maybe. But again, it is first down. You got 4 plays.
You don't have to score on this play here.
Being able to get that first down is huge. You're a half a yard away. 47 seconds to go. The Trojans have 2 timeouts. You're in the gun, Meathead and Jarvis. They hand it to Dardar. He jumps and he's in. The Tarpons have scored with 44 seconds to go. We are tied. The extra point now becomes Lanyap to put you on top. The Trojans have 2 timeouts. What a ball game. Dardar leaping over the pile. Serrano with a huge extra point. There was a snap issue on the last one. Snap is there. Kick is there. It is right down Broadway. And the Tarpons take the lead with 44 seconds to go. Now the guys in blue are fired up. This game is not over. Like a long shot.
The snap was perfect.
And Serrano
perfect.
banged it through.
Perfect.
People ask all the time, why do you spend all them nights at them stadiums? To be at home relaxing. Well, nights like tonight are why.
And we did say special teams, and the Trojans missed one.
They will have 44 seconds. First things first, you have to cover a kick if you are South Lafourche. Because the difference between them having to go 50 yards or 80 yards right here is massive with the time and situation. .44 on the clock. The Trojans have some dangerous jokers back there.
They got to move them up.
Serrano will kick it away right to left. The crowd on their feet. There's the kick. It's a pop kick. It'll be caught at the 25, trying to bounce outside. There's a little wall there, but it'll be tripped up at the 37. Trojans will lose some time. There's 37 seconds on the clock. Could they, at any point, attempt a field goal, knowing they've had extra point issues tonight?
Oh, they would have to get it
on the goal line.
They'd have to get inside the 15.
They've got 63 yards to go. They're an offense more than capable of doing it. Cleveland is out there in the gun, and the Tarpons get a little rush on him. Straight drop, steps up, shoots it down the middle, caught across midfield, tackled at the 35, still driving, pushing down at the 31. Dre Hughes was in coverage, Tyreek Cooper on the grab. Trojans did lose some clock there. 26 seconds to go. They're going to try to clock this. Boy, it helps when the officials fumbling the ball, but the clock is running. The Trojans are running time. 20 seconds. 18 seconds. Cleveland flushed out. Under pressure. Throws it down the field. Incomplete. There's only 8 seconds left. Maybe one more play. 2. I have no idea why the Trojans didn't call a timeout. There's maybe 1, maybe 2 snaps left in this game. The Trojans got to go 30 yards. Don't relax yet. They got dudes that are capable of doing it.
All right, 8 seconds left.
If this is a play that takes a long time, it'll be the last snap. Crowd making some noise. Cleveland in the gun. Throws it down the middle. Hits it down. 3 seconds to go. Now there will be 1 snap left. Oh, no. There's 0 on the clock. The game is not over. There is no way that the game is over. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. There's no way the game is over. The clock says triple zeros. They need to add 3 seconds to the clock. Again, we are as big blue as they come, but the clock was at 3 when the pass was incomplete.
Yeah, and Coach Young knew. Yeah. He knows.
The Trojans are going to call timeout.
All right, you're behind, gotta be scored.
It's Hail Mary now.
I mean, that's all you can do. And either that or you hope for pass interference, which would bring the ball to the 15, where you can maybe kick. But the Dolphins have been putting pressure on the quarterback. They're just not letting him sit in the pocket.
And that's the key. If they can't get 30 yards down the field, how do you convert this? Now, do they have some sort of hook and lateral play or some kind of trick? We'll find out. Third down. The down and distance don't matter. It's 3rd and 10, but we got 3 seconds. The Trojans are trying a 50-yard field goal. The Trojans are trying a 50-yard field goal. Could this be some sort of fake?
You need to call timeout if you got one.
Could this be some sort of a fake? They're trying a 50-yard field goal.
BJ might call a timeout.
And he'll ice him. There's the timeout from BJ. Brian, I am shocked that they are trying this. Shocked. And that's not to say that the kicker, Mason, can't make it. But goodness, a very big gamble coming up here from the Trojans.
Be about a 47-yarder.
49 where they were lined up. Could there be any world
Now,
where they fake this?
when you said that you had a new kicker in on the extra point, he boomed
He's
it.
zooming it. He's zooming it.
He might have the leg.
Low line drive. Could you block it? We'll find out. They feel their odds of making a 49-yard field goal are better than completing a Hail Mary. I'm still.
If they would have completed that pass, that field goal.
It would have been a much shorter field goal.
It looked 47.
47-yard kick. The holder is Mason Plaisance. The kicker is Jordan Mason. For all the marbles, BJ will call his last time out. Again, we ask.
You can call 2 consecutive.
Yeah. Are you having fun yet?
Oh.
A 47-yard field goal, we think, is going to decide this one. I'm still not 1,000% sure they're not going to try something crazy, but we'll find out.
Look, you fake it here, that would be the call of the century.
Yeah. The Tarpons, to their credit, they do have a deep guy back, just in case.
Yes.
Everybody on their feet. Again, Mason Plaisance the holder. Jordan Mason the kicker. It's a 47-yard field goal. The snap is there. The kick is up. He doesn't have the leg! Doesn't have the leg! The Tarpons win! Tarpons win! South Lafourche is 2-1 in a game that neither team deserved to lose. An absolute barn burner. The field goal comes up a smidge short, and the Tarpons are 2-1. We are going to exhale, catch our breath, and we'll be back in 3 minutes with our post-game show at South Lafourche getting a huge win. My goodness.